Welcome to the Thrill of the Fight 2 YouTube page. Today we are going over distance management. If I'm short, he's tall, or if I'm tall and he's short, how do we play that game back and forth? How do I, as a short fighter, counter the taller fighter, or the taller fighter counter the short fighter? We can kind of reverse engineer a lot of this stuff. If I say I'm a short fighter, so I should use head movement and get on the inside and then hit with power, the short guy has to come in because he has short arms, and I now have to make sure he doesn't. So we can reverse engineer this logic on both ways. So we're learning both at the same time. Be ready for it. Short fighter to tall fighter. You're the tall fighter right now, okay? So right now, let's say I can't touch you. I can't hit the camera. Too far away from me. You, the taller fighter, are gonna have a little bit longer of a reach than me. So maybe I can't hit you, but you can definitely touch me right now. So as a shorter fighter, this isn't the range I need to be in. Really, I need to make sure I can touch. So here, now we're at range. Now we're here where now I can throw punches and really attack and really hit. While out here, no way, I can't even if I try to reach, I can't get you. But that taller fighter may be able to. So let's talk about different ways to get in range so you're just not going like this. One of the simplest ways you can get on the inside is head movement. I'm scooting back so you can see my feet with this one. If I throw a jab cross, I will step and then step. I'm taking a small step forward each time. Now do the same thing but with head movement without your punches. Slip step, slip step, slip step, slip step, slip, 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 slip. Remember, a punch is this big. I don't have to do this for a slip. Too much, don't over exaggerate. We are just simply getting right out of the way so we can counter. I cannot counter properly if I slip so far out of the way and my body's lopsided and limped over and then I have to just swing for the heavens here. So again, an easy way to get on the inside is that small step. Your opponent's here, small step, small step, small step, small step. That's it. I'm just get off the line, get on the inside, and now I'm loaded. Boom, boom. Small step, small step. Look how close I'm getting to you. Boom, boom. Now let's think about the opposite. If I'm the taller fighter and I have an opponent that's head movement, aggressive, moving forward like that, so what should I do as the taller fighter? As the taller fighter, you should be jabbing and circling. I never want to move straight back. Maybe I'm just protected, or maybe I'm throwing straights, trying to get them, but that head movement is having me miss. And then if I move straight back, eventually I'm going to hit a wall, or the ropes, or a treadmill. So let's get in your stance, and let's imagine you, the opponent now, rushing me. So if I go backwards and backwards and backwards, eventually I'll hit a wall. For me, I'm gonna start pumping this jab out as I circle to the jab side. I'm not trying to knock him out with this jab. I'm trying to put something in his face so I can create an angle to get away from that aggression, or at the very least attack at that angle. So when that train's coming, that big aggressive train is coming, you just get right off the tracks. So we're here, aggressive opponent, jab, 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 boom. So again, you're here, you have an aggressive opponent, you go back, jab, 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 and maybe you counter with the big cross. But at the very least, you created space. Now I can start backing up this way. And again, it's a constant game of cat and mouse. So as he comes aggressive, you'll have to circle and then rinse and repeat and then rinse and repeat until someone gets the counter with that cherry on top, where he comes in and I move and he comes in and then I move and then he comes in and I go pop, pop, pop. That's the cherry on top. Until someone gets the cherry on top, it's a constant game of counters. So the short guy needs to get in because this is his range. He needs to get in here. Boom, 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 boom. He needs to attack from this short distance because this is all we got. This T-Rex arms. What are we gonna do? Grow him? Can't do that. We gotta get in. We can't reach. We have to bring our feet with us. And boom, boom. The tall guy needs to keep at range. Boom, boom. At the tips of the punches. Circling, 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 angling. Making sure that aggressive fighter never gets to sit in his feet right in range. Because the second I'm here as a short fighter, not so dangerous. Maybe I'm here, not so dangerous. The second I step in and I'm here, it's way too close. Me and you know this is too close. Even for the camera, it's too close, right? So here, if I'm in range, I'm deadly. So your job, get away, get away, get away. Play the range. Pepper, 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 boom. The second they come in, I can circle, boom, 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 boom. That constant game of cat and mouse is what we're playing here. And remember, if you're right there in that sweet spot, maybe you're not 5'5", maybe you're not 6'7". Sometimes you will be the taller fighter. Sometimes you won't be the taller fighter. So sometimes you'll get someone right in range where it's kind of like the same distance. You're like, okay, well, I can play both. Maybe if I'm 5'5" and the other guy's 5'5", we can kind of play here. I can play the distance game as long as I hit my angles and I'm playing smart. But I can also sit in the pocket and play there too, as long as we're in the same range. So don't feel the need that I have to be close or far away. There is that gray area that kind of blends the two styles. For instance, I could sit here and go, okay, I'm gonna get in the pocket, boom, 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 and then play out here, and then pop a jab and pop a cross. That's really nice and play at distance. I can mix it up between the round, I can go round to round, I can mix it up between each combo. One of the biggest things I've learned in my entire career in the fighting life is that it's not always what's textbook. It's what you practice the most. How many times have you seen it? A guy on pad work or a guy that's fighting? If you were to just see like the silhouette of one person fighting, it would look as ridiculous as we do sometimes fighting in VR. That's just the name of the game. I don't think our brains are like used to seeing one person so aggressively shadowboxing me. But my overall point is that you'll get better at the things that you practice the most. So if you practice that inside work, you'll get really good at it. The outside work, you'll get really good at it. And if you practice a little bit of both, you'll get really good at it. So if you're short and stocky, be careful playing the outside game if the person is taller or at least has a longer reach than you. And if you're a little bit taller, be real careful when that person comes real close that's a little bit shorter, because they are compact and powerful. Remember, getting out the way is not just head movement, but it's footwork. And that's exactly what we're going over the next video. We're gonna practice our footwork, getting off the line, and being able to counter on something after we get off the line. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, check out my first video right over here and subscribe right here in the middle, please.